winds are rotting. The oranges are piled in their creosote dumps. They're flying me back to that Mexico border to pay all your money to wade back again. This song was inspired by a true event. My father's own father, he waded that river. He took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters come working in the fruit fields. They rode the truck till they lay down and died. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalina. Adios mis amigos, Susie Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplanes. All they will call you will be deportees. Some of us are illegal, others not wanted. Our work contract's out and we have to move on. 600 miles to that Mexico border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. We died in your hills, we died in your deserts. We died in your valleys and died on your plains. We died neath your trees and we died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. My plane took fire over Los Gatos Canyon. Fireball of lightning that shook all our hills. Who are all these people just scattered like dry leaves? The radio says they are just deportees. Is this the best way we can grow our big orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruit? To fall like dry leaves and ride on the topsoil, and be called by no name except deportees. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. And all they will call you will be deportee.
This next number features Robert Greenstein on what are you playing? Guitar, right? Okay, we're doing with the guitar. You can play anything.
Talking blues on the beach.
I'll just vamp for a second while we get it set up there. Now, I understand that for a time when Woody Guthrie lived in Coney Island, his landlord was Donald Trump's father. Didn't like the man. And I leave the rest to your imagination about this song that he wrote. Can't say he wrote it about him, but I can't say he didn't. Anyway, let's have that. I'm the meanest man who ever had a brain. All I scatters is aches and pain. I'm carbolic acid and a poison face. And I stand flat-footed in favor of crime and disgrace. If I ever done a good deed, I'm sorry. I'm mean in the East, I'm mean in the West. I'm mean to the people I like the best. I go around, I cause lots of accidents. And I push folks down. And I cause train wrecks. Yeah, I'm just a big disaster going somewhere to happen. I'm an organized family and studying how I could just be a little bit meaner. Still too good to suit myself though. Just me. I ride around on the subway trains, laughing at the tight shoes causing you pain.
Yeah, it hurts already.
That's another kid. And I laugh as the train shakes from side to side. And I laugh my loudest when I hear other people cry. Can't help it. I was born good, I guess, just like you or anyone else, but then I just turned off me. I hate anyone don't think like me. I'd rather see you dead than ever see you free. I'd rather see you starve to death than see you at work. And I'm reading all the books I can so I can learn how to hurt. Spread diseases. Deal your misery. Keep you without no vote. Keep you without no union. I hate to see you get along so well. I'd rather 10 times see you burn in the fires of hell. And I can't stand to see you set up in your house so nice. I'd rather see you down there in the rotten hole with the bugs and the lice and the roaches and the termites and the sand fleas and the tater bugs and the grub worms and the stingrays, tarantulas and the spiders, tiles of the earth, ticks and the blowflies. You see, these is all my little angels that go around helping me do the best parts of my needs. And mosquitoes. 6-inch finger in the middle of my tail. Then I growed horns. Then I cut them off. I wanted a food. I painted union everywhere, because God likes unions, and I hate God. Now, if I get the fat to hating the lean, oh, that would tickle me more than anything I've seen. Then I can get the colors to start fighting each other, friend against friend, and brother and sister against brother. Oh, that would be just it. Everybody's brains boiling in turpentine and their teeth falling out up and down the street. That would suit me just fine. Because I hate anything that's union, and I hate anything that's organized, and I hate anything that's planned. I love to hate. Hate to love. I'm mean. Just mean.
Talk a little bit about, Woody Guthrie's time after he moved to Brooklyn, back with his family, and some of those songs that were in his, in his basement that were given to his daughter, that we heard about earlier, way over yonder in the minor key. And this is another one that Wilco pulled out. And as we said there, that he was very prolific with lyrics, but not so much with the melodies. And this is actually a song that didn't have a melody. So in the maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years, is when Wilco took a lot of these songs and put them to music. So this song is called California Stars, and it's one of my favorites of these songs. I'd like to rest my heavy head tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to lay my weary soul tonight on a bed of California stars. Feel your hand touching mine and tell me why I must keep working on, so I give my life to lay my head tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to dream my troubles all away on a bed of California stars. Jump up from the starbed and make another day underneath my California stars. They hang like grapes on vines that shine and warm the lover's glass like friendly wine. So I give the world just a dream with you on a bed of California stars. I'd like to rest my heavy head tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to lay my weary bones tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to rest my head
heavy head tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to lay my weary soul tonight on a bed of California stars.
I'm going to go off our set list because this song inspired me. But before I do, I want to mention, for those who don't know, that during World War II, Woody Guthrie served in the U.S. Maritime Service, also known as the Merchant Marine. It was a civilian service, but it was just as dangerous as being in the military, because being on the convoys of ships that brought food and war materials and supplies to the Allies, you risk the chance of being torpedoed by a U-boat. And in fact, Woody was on ships twice that were sunk or were damaged. One hit a mine, and the other one was hit with a torpedo, and obviously he survived both cases. But anyway, this is a Woody Guthrie song that I wrote. Does that make sense? What I did is I took little pieces of lyrics from other Woody Guthrie songs, including from California Stars, and I kind of wove them together with a melody that basically I stole from the tradition the same way that Woody did. Woody made up the term, "I'm a high ballad man." He used it in a song called "Woman at Home," which had a lot of sexual innuendo in it. My song has just a little bit less. I'm a high ballad man, I'm a high ballad man. I sing for all the people in the land. From the California stars to the bums and Bowery bars, they call me the high ballad man. Can you help me? I'm the high ballad man, I'm the high ballad man. I sing for all the people in the land. From the California stars to the bums and Bowery bars, they call me a high ballad man. Now John Henry died with a steam drill by his side and a 9-pound hammer in his hand. Now he can drive a spike just like the ladies like, but he can't out-drill the high ballad man. And Mr. Mike Fink is the river king, I think. He never gets stuck down in the sand. On the Ohio or Missouri, he could pull his way to glory, but he can't outdo the high ballad man. I'm the high ballad man, I'm the high ballad man. I sing for all the people in the land. From the California stars to the bums and Bowery bars, they call me the high ballad man. You can go to St. Ives with your 9 to 7 wives and call yourself a folk singing band. But in the midnight choir, you ain't got my passion fire. You can't out-sing the high ballad man. You can walk down Rampart Street with new boots on your feet and $1,000 morning in your hand. You can sing the lonesome blues, but you still ain't heard the news. You can't outpick the high ballad man. Ready? I'm the high ballad man, I'm the high ballad man. I sing for all the people in the land. From the California stars to the bums and Bowery bars, they call me the high ballad man. Now the day will surely come when I face the setting sun and walk that valley to the promised land. On the fast freight trains and the wild windy plains, they'll say there goes the high ballad man. One more time. I'm the high ballad man, I'm the high ballad man. I sing for all the people in the land. From the California stars to the bumps and barren bars, they call me the High Ballad Man. High Ballad Man. We're going to come to the end now. This is a song we're all familiar with, but I really have to say something. Monday, we celebrate not only Columbus Day, but Indigenous Peoples Day. And a lot of the indigenous people in the United States, the American Indians or Native Americans, as they can be called, have questioned this song. Some have objected to it. Some say it has a colonialist mentality. Some of them say that it's about theft. And I think we have to take that seriously. Whether or not that was Woody's intention, and I do not believe that it was, we have to understand that different people are going to perceive songs different ways. The Cherokee Nation wrote an open letter to Woody Guthrie. Of course, Woody Guthrie was long dead by then. This was only about 2 years ago that he wrote it. Addressing him as a fellow Oklahoman and saying that what we find troubling is not what your song says, but what it doesn't say. And maybe we should keep that in mind. Nevertheless, we're going to sing it, and I think we're going to be singing it the way Woody intended. And once again, you can take it as you wish. And we're going to be in the key of D, and we're going to start off slowly. But before we do, I'm going to invite some people to join us, because these are people that we've performed with before, who have been in past shows with us. I see Chris Lang in the audience. Chris, there's not enough room on stage, but why don't you come up in front of the stage? And Carlos Vasquez, I see Stephanie Lee in the audience. Jackie Dupre, I see you there. You've performed with us a number of times. Why don't you, Stephanie, just come right up? Yeah, it's been a long time, but we've been in show business together, haven't we? Dupre, we've been in a lot of shows. Come on, join us. I should call up, is Stuart still there? Stuart's accompanied me a few times, and I've been in his showcases. So Stuart, why don't you come up and join our chorus also, Stuart Marcus. And we're going to start off slow and give a chance for Stuart to get here. We'll take a verse, but there's that last verse, Nobody Living, will be the last verse, and then we'll do the chorus again. As I went walking that river highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden galaxy. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the ocean waters. This land was made for you and me. I've grown forever, I've followed my footsteps, but the sands of the London desert, and all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the ocean waters. This land was made for you and me. And my
my favorites. We'll wait for it to cycle around again. Maybe you've been working just as hard as you're able, and all you're getting is crumbs from the rich man's table. Maybe you're thinking it's just a fable. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. I'm California.
Transport migrants in bussing cages, in props and games that are outrageous. They are not coming for your wages. They want to share a dream with you and me.